Hey guys, it's Kevin, and this is going to be another classic movie review, and this movie I'm going to be reviewing, I've actually wasn't planning on reviewing this film this year, but I'm reviewing it for a couple of reasons. One of them is kind of stupid, but the first reason is because I've actually always wanted to see this movie. I've been interested in it, and I'm just going to tell you guys what it was right away, and that is the 1997 animated musical classic Anastasia. Now, Anastasia is a film that I was always interested in. I mean, I knew that it was non-Disney, but I've heard many people say that it feels like a Disney movie. And also, the main reason I'm reviewing is because, as I told you guys, I do take requests. So, I consider this a request. This is a true story. So, remember when I went to Disney in Florida? Well, when I was there were like these four girls there that I started talking to and everything. And they were really into Disney movies and things like that. And they brought up this movie, and I told them I'd never seen it. And they said, "Oh, you have to watch it. If you love Disney movies, you're going to love it." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll watch it." And I told them about my YouTube channel and everything. They said they'd watch it. And that's not why I'm reviewing it. I'm not reviewing it because I want them to watch it. I'm reviewing because I want to review it. That's why. And I consider that a request. I did. I consider that a legit request, and I said, okay, I watched it, and I kept that promise because I'm a man that keep my promises, and I decided to watch this movie. And overall, what did I think of Anastasia? Anastasia was a great film. I really enjoyed Anastasia overall. It does have a couple problems here and there, but I definitely really enjoyed Anastasia for the most part. I thought it was a really good movie. And let's get into the plot of Anastasia, which honestly I really do like because we focus on this girl, Anastasia. Basically, in 1916, there was this girl who, Anastasia, she's really close with her mother and everything, and there was this ball, basically, and, Anastasia's like the Grand Duchess of Russia and everything, and the ball is suddenly interrupted by Rasputin, who is a sorcerer who was banished from the Tsar for treason, and he basically sells his soul in exchange for an unholy reliquary which he used to place a curse on the Romanov family, basically sparking the Russian Revolution. And basically, he ends up actually kidnapping, basically, he tries to kidnap Anastasia, but basically, there's this, Marie climbs aboard while Anastasia falls, hitting her head on the platform, and then we cut to 10 years later. Anastasia's completely forgotten her life. She now calls herself Anya, and she's now living in kind of like a poor life, and there are these two con men, Dmitri and Vlad, who they, for the past few years, have been trying to find Anastasia. They want to find Anastasia, and, so they can give her, they can have fortune and everything and become rich, and basically that's what they want to do. And they actually end up finding her and want to, bring her back and basically get what they want. But of course, Dimitri does end up falling in love with Anna, and that's basically a plot of Anastasia. And I think that's a really good plot overall. I definitely enjoy it, and it's not exactly the most original plot, but I definitely enjoy that a lot. And I'm going to talk about some things I definitely really loved about this movie. Let's get to the voice acting first. The voice acting here is actually really good voice acting. I thought the voice acting definitely was really good. Meg Ryan as Anastasia, I thought she was really good, actually. She had some really great comedic timing at points, and I really liked her character. Her character was really charming, I have to say, honestly. I think her character's as good as any of the Disney princesses. She really is a great character. And one of the things I love about Anastasia's character in particular is just how she was very much independent and on her own, and I definitely liked about her character. I thought she was a really great character overall. And then when she turned into a princess, I really liked that as well. I just thought she overall was just a really fun character, definitely. She had some great comedic timing, and I just, she's a kind princess and everything, and yeah, she's kind of a perfect character. It is kind of a Disney cliche, but all Disney characters like that, and I thought she did a really good job. John Cusack as Dimitri, I thought he was really good, actually. The chemistry between Anastasia and Dimitri are there throughout the whole movie. I thought it worked out really well, especially because at first in the movie, he's a con man who is just there because, he wants to take her fortune, things like that, and just wants her money. But he does eventually end up falling for her, and I like the chemistry between them. It was cool the way they fell in love, and I definitely enjoyed that. Kelsey Grammer as Vlad, I thought his character was really funny at points. Definitely, I thought he was really good. And as I said, I thought he was also really good in the movie. He's actually the only one that is not dubbed in the movie for his singing voice. Everyone else in the movie, their voice is dubbed when it comes to singing, but he is not dubbed, and I thought definitely his singing was really good. Christopher Lloyd as Rasputin, though, is a fantastic villain. One of the things I love about Rasputin as a villain is that he is a dark villain. He's not your fun villain. No, he's a pretty dark villain, and I really like the way what he wants to do. He's very power hungry, and he cast his curse would claim the lives of all but two members of the Imperial family, and he wants to basically get Anastasia and things like that. And I thought he was really awesome in the movie, definitely. I thought he was really, definitely very, very good. I definitely enjoyed his character. Um, my only problem with this movie is this one character that I just felt was kind of pointless. I really did. Hank Azaria as Bartok. Now, I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to be like Disney, where they had a cute little animated character in the movie, and the kids would like it. But here's the thing, the movie already had so many comedic moments that I didn't feel like he needed to be in the movie. Is he cute? Yeah, he's cute, but there's nothing new that he gives to the movie. There's nothing he contributes to the story. I didn't really find him funny. I didn't care too much about his character. It just seemed like they were trying to do like an Iago, and he wasn't even really that funny. I didn't really like his character. When he was on screen, the movie kind of slowed down for me, and I didn't really like his character as much as I should have. And they actually did spin him off into his own movie, but did anyone really want that? Did anyone like look at Bartok and say he stole the show? Because I never thought that Bartok even really stole the show. I didn't think he was anything extraordinary. He was good. I just didn't think he was as good as he could have been. I thought they could have given him a lot more. And I just didn't really see the point of him in this movie. I didn't feel like he had to be in there. I didn't feel like Rasputin needed a sidekick. I really didn't feel like they needed one. They just did that because they wanted something for the kids. I understand that. But there was so much comedic humor already that we really did not need Bartok in there. And it was kind of, I was like, I don't really like this. I didn't really think that was funny, but whatever. I thought he was good. Angela Lansbury is great in this movie. I love her character. She basically wants to do whatever she can to find, she's Anastasia's grandmother, and she wants to do whatever she can to find Anastasia, and you really see the pain that she's going through. And I thought she did a great job in the way. I definitely really enjoy her character. Bernard Pierce is a great supporting role. Everyone's really good in this movie. Besides Bartok, who Hank Azaria still did a good job. I just found his character kind of pointless overall. The directing here is really good. I think they definitely had a very good tone throughout the movie. In the beginning of the movie, it definitely seemed like it was going to be a lot darker than it was, but then it gets a lot more lighthearted, and it's not that I would have wanted it to be darker, it's just I wish it would have kept a more of a consistent tone, because it keeps jumping from drama to comedy, and I understand it's a Disney, it's, just an animated movie, but it didn't have a consistent tone. I felt like it should have had a more consistent tone, and I would have liked that, but it really didn't have a consistent tone. But it really did have a lot of charm, and that's something I definitely liked. I love the world as well. The world's, just you feel like you're in the 19th century Russia. I thought that was really cool the way they did that, and I definitely enjoyed that. The writing here I thought was actually really sharp, definitely. There were some really funny moments in this movie. Probably the funniest scenes involve the beginning when Dimitri and Vlad are looking for Anastasia. They actually end up auditioning different people to say that they're Anastasia, and it's so funny because there's no way that they're anything like Anastasia, and I thought those were some of the funniest scenes in the movie. There's just some really funny scenes overall, and I thought the writing was just really witty, very clever. It really put a smile on my face, definitely. It's a movie where if you want to have a good time and, put a smile on your face, I definitely thought it really succeeded with that, and I thought that was really good. The animation is surprisingly really, really good here, definitely, especially for a Fox animated movie. Those weren't usually very good back then. They weren't. They were very cheaply made, and this didn't feel cheaply made at all. The animation's not perfect. It's nothing like, oh my god, it's amazing, but I thought the animation overall was really good. I definitely really enjoyed it. The score here I thought was really good. Let's talk about the music overall. The music I absolutely love. By far the best part of this movie is the singing, I have to be honest. And, while I love the story and everything, the best part of this movie is the singing. Definitely, I love the singing in this movie. I thought they did a really good job with it, and that's something I definitely really enjoyed, was, the singing. I'm probably gonna buy the soundtrack. My only complaint with the songs is that there wasn't enough of them. I felt like what they did was they rushed all the songs in the first half of the movie, that there were no songs in the second half of the movie, and that seems to be happening a lot, but Disney really does not do that a lot. Disney, what they do is they put it throughout the movie. This, literally, it's like, there'll be a song, and then there'll be a song, like, a few minutes later, and I felt like they rushed the songs, like, way too much. Every song is great in this movie. There's not a single bad song in the bunch. Every song is great. But that does not mean that you need to rush your songs like you did like, please just slow down. I was just like, come on, can you slow down a little bit? Because I just felt like the movie was going just a little too fast for me, and I would have wanted to maybe just go a little bit slower with the songs. Not so much the pacing. The pacing was fine. I really had no problems with the editing. The editing was fine, but the pacing of the songs, I thought they could have made it more. They could have spread it out more throughout the movie, and I would have enjoyed that more if they would have spread it out. There's an awesome villain song. This movie does have, in terms of songs, it has everything you want in an anime movie. It has a great song called "Journey to the Past" that Anastasia sings in the beginning of the movie, which I absolutely love. As a badass villain song, Burna Peters gets a song. There are a lot of really great, memorable songs in this movie. Honestly, it's again the best part of this movie is the singing. Definitely, I definitely really enjoyed it overall. So, what did I feel overall about Anastasia? Now, I will say this definitely is not as good. As I said, it's not as good as a Disney movie, but it actually was a pretty successful movie, and I'm pretty surprised. I was surprised about this. I didn't think this would happen, but it actually did get some things at the Oscars. Journey to the Past was nominated for Best Original Song. It didn't win anything, but it did get some nominations. It got nominated for Best Animated Feature, Best Original Musical, and it really did deserve all these things. I think Anastasia is a very charming film. I think it's a movie that if you guys are kind of thinking, Disney, besides Disney, there's no other really good anime movies in the 90s. This will surprise you. Definitely will surprise you. I think this was actually a very good movie. I really enjoyed it. And honestly, probably I would watch it again. I think it's a really good movie. And Bartok's character, yeah, he is kind of pointless, but I think you guys probably would find him funny. And I really like the ending of the movie as well. Definitely really enjoyed that. Thought that was really good. And I feel like the way that happened. As I said, my only problem is that it doesn't have a consistent tone, and it just had a few problems with the tone overall. And I thought the songs were a little bit too rushed. Overall, guys, I really enjoyed Anastasia. I thought it was a really fun time. I had a huge smile on my face. I'm very happy that those girls in Florida recommended the movie to me because I wouldn't have watched it. I mean, I probably would have, but it wouldn't have been like on my list of movies to watch for classic movies. So I'm happy that I watched it because I did really enjoy it overall. And that's basically my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There's not really much else to say about this movie. Overall, guys, just a really fun movie. Sit back, enjoy it. Watch it with the whole family. I think the whole family will enjoy it. Definitely, it's a great movie for families. And kick back, enjoy. You'll have a great time. Definitely, it's on Netflix. If you guys want a nice family movie to watch on Netflix, it's on Netflix. That's how I watched it. And definitely check it out. So that's basically my review of Anastasia. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys saw this movie. Overall, guys, if I had to rate this movie B plus or like a 8.5 out of 10, I definitely really enjoyed this movie a lot. I thought it was really good. And wait, did I say 8.5 out of 10? I mean 4 out of 5, definitely. B plus, 4 out of 5. Really enjoyed this movie. Thought it was great. And that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be for another classic movie review. And I will see you guys for that. Okay, bye.